Is WWE 2K20 really that bad? And is it worth buying considering it's like on sale for like 15, 20, 25 bucks at this stage of the year? Is it worth it? Personally, as someone who never touches WWE 2K games, like ever since they moved away from SmackDown vs. Raw, I pretty much haven't touched this franchise. I haven't touched the WWE video games. I'm kind of happy I haven't because a lot of the years they've been pretty bad. WWE 2K20, it's been unanimously trashed by everyone ever since release in October. It's just been annihilated. People have exposed this game for the glitch-filled atrocity that it is, the unfinished mess that got released. Personally, I picked this game up myself for 20 bucks because isolation, quarantine, staying at home. I wanted to fill in my time somehow. Okay, I'm a WWE fan, follower. I don't know how to describe it. I make content about WWE, so I thought, you know what? Let me buy this game. Let's see how bad this really is, because as far as I'm concerned, people have been saying it's the worst game ever made by WWE, or it's like worst WWE game ever produced. So let's see how bad this game is. So I bought it and played it for about 2 hours, and I can safely say that this game, look, if you're just bored out of your mind and you just need something to do, go ahead. Pay 20 bucks for this game if you're a wrestling fan, you watch WWE, you enjoy wrestling, or you used to be a wrestling fan. I guess buy the game. But on that same note, this game just sucks. It really does. Like, granted, it's had some patches and some updates since the release in October, from what I've gathered, because I look back at what that game was and how people just crucified that game. And this one, they have currently at the moment, this iteration through this patch is not as bad. Like, there's less glitches. I mean, because back in October, trust me, everyone you watch on YouTube will go on about how every 20 seconds there was some glitch where, like, say you're doing Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair, Becky would be like her head would be like through the ring, and she'd be like spinning around the ring. It's just a disaster. But this game, WWE 2K20, it's playable, I guess. I mean, they shouldn't be applauded for that, making the game playable like 7 months after launch. But on that same note, they kind of need to be, because this game, when it came out, was one of the worst games ever produced. Now, personally, as I said, I was someone who played WWE video games, SmackDown vs. Raw, to 06, 07, 08. I played WWE 13 was the last game I touched. The one with CM Punk on the cover. That one was really good. I enjoyed. But literally, ever since then, I haven't touched the WWE 2K franchise. Okay, 2Ks in general, this is more just a general 2K thing. I just don't like 2K at all. Because, personally, I've been playing NBA 2K for, like, the last few years. Like, pretty hardcore 2K playing. Especially my team, my career, that stuff. I've been playing those games hardcore. And the amount of greed and laziness in that company, okay? It's the same product year after year. There's no changes or desire to improve. But then they'll throw in microtransactions just to try and get the game so it's profitable for them without having to put in effort. Now, thank God WWE 2K20 doesn't involve microtransactions, because who would pay additional money, like, out of their own, like, voluntary gain on WWE 2K with this WWE 2K20 game? Okay, like, the game itself, this is more like, here's my game review, so to speak. The game itself, for WWE 2K20, graphics-wise, pretty good. Pretty good graphics. I mean, if you want to have a WWE video gaming experience, graphics-wise, probably the best they've put out. Maybe 19, 20. They're pretty similar, like 18, 19, 20 as far as graphics, from the screenshots I've seen. But yeah, 20, the graphics are good. It's just gameplay, the amount of glitches, universe mode sucks, just pretty much everything. Like the showcase type of mode, just exhibition single player matches, all of it. It's so, like, as I said earlier in the video, if you're bored out of your mind and you just need something to do and you're a partial wrestling fan or used to play SmackDown vs. Raw, fine. Go out, get this game. Fair enough, good for you. But if you're someone who, prefers good wrestling games, just don't even touch this, okay? It's pretty damn insulting to play. It really is. This whole, the whole glitches thing, granted, as I said, it's not as, prevalent in this game, but there's still a lot of it. So basically, that's the video. WWE 2K20, is it really that bad? Is it worth buying? Okay, is it? Personally, my final verdict, I said it earlier in the video, but my final verdict, if you are bored out of your brain and you can literally think of nothing else you want to play and you see it for like $15, $20, $24, fine. Okay, because WWE 2K21 is basically cancelled at this point, you might as well get this just for some WWE game to play. But if you're looking for enjoyment out of a video game, if you're looking for a sports, or just any kind of game to fill in your time during isolation and quarantine, just, you can get so many other games that are so much more enjoyable and fun. Okay, WWE 2K20, upon release, was near one of the worst games ever made as far as how unfinished it was. Now, in mid-April 2020, it's not as bad. It's definitely not good by any means. But if you buy it for $15-$20, you're not going to absolutely regret your decision fully. So that's the video. Hopefully you enjoyed. Be sure to like, comment, sub. If you want to see more WWE like gaming content on the channel, as far as like me discussing the games and what made SmackDown vs. Raw so great and what makes the current ones so poor and my favorite games and whatnot, leave down below if you want to see that. Personally, this video, it's a bit of a experiment to see how this does. Is there an audience for WWE 2K or WWE games? Is there not? Do you guys care? Do you guys not? What do you guys think of WWE games down below? Leave that, so comment down below what you think. Drop a like on the video. It helps get the video seen by more people and get the channel growing. So yeah, without further ado, like, comment, and sub. You guys know the drill. See ya.